Hi Geminis, this is your March review, and we start March as we finish February with a Venus-Mars conjunction. This carries on for 12 days, but for the first 4 days we have a triple conjunction with Pluto. Now this adds great intensity to the Mars-Venus connection. For Mars, it brings great ambition and a boost of ego energy. For Venus, there's great intensity and the desire for sexual fulfillment, because this is in your 8th house. Now, this can also go two ways. It can be very, very passionate, very positive, but also you need to be aware of possessiveness or jealousy creeping in with that 8th house, the house of Scorpio. We have another aspect on that day, and it's the Sun making aspect to Uranus. Uranus is in your 12th house of the unconscious, so you can expect some flashes, ideas, messages coming through from the unconscious. This could be concerned with your destiny, because the Sun is in your 10th house of career and destiny, and also to do with your public standing. So there could be things coming through with that, and I'll tell you about the new moon in that house as well next. Yes, the new moon in Pisces is also in your 10th house. So again, there's a big focus on career, destiny or public standing. Maybe that you want to improve things in these areas. This is a good time because the new moon is about new beginnings, new starts. So it's a good time to turn over a new leaf and maybe look in a different direction, because there are other aspects coming this month which will help you to do that. Now, the other aspect on the 2nd is a conjunction between Mercury and Saturn. Now, this can cause some problems, because, especially in communication, because Saturn does block Mercury in this way. So it could be that it's difficult to talk, and this could also be to do with your beliefs, because this is happening in the 9th house. So there could be things that you want to express and I can't, because there's a sudden change in your beliefs, or you don't want to speak up for fear of being ridiculed. There's a great aspect for you on the 4th, because we have the Sun coming together with Jupiter, and this makes for a very positive outlook. This is happening for 3 days, and again it's in your 10th house of career destiny. So you could be in the limelight now, you could be thrust forward, there could be opportunities happen, doors open in this area. Jupiter gives you great buoyance, and it's there to expand you. It expands everything it touches and comes in contact with. So this is a fantastic time to concentrate on where you want to be, look and think about what you want to do, and then start to formulate a plan. On the 6th, your ruler Mercury makes an aspect to the moon's nodes. Now, the nodes are across your 6th and 12th house, so this is a time to balance the mundane world with the spiritual side, and also the everyday life, the conscious world with the unconscious. If you can get balance here, it will help greatly. And also, with the connection with the nodes, we talked about doors opening. If you see a door open, go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't talk yourself out of it. This is a time to take opportunities, grasp at them. Then on the 7th, Mercury makes an aspect to the Black Moon. And the Black Moon's in your 1st house. And it's very much about learning not to care about what people think and what people say in Gemini. And there's still time to work with this. And it could be a great time to reinvent yourself in the way you communicate to others. Maybe try a different way of communicating, a different style, and this could help you greatly, and also could improve your relationships with others. On the 12th, we have another fantastic conjunction. This time the Sun makes a conjunction with Neptune. And this will heighten your imagination. This can go two ways. It can either increase your sensitivity, it can increase your compassion, and this will help you in your dealings with others, or it could be that you become overwhelmed and that you become swamped with emotion and feelings, in which case you might feel like withdrawing. It's not a good time to turn to alcohol or drugs, because they can be overpowering as well. It's best to calm down and meditate and follow some spiritual practices if you feel that overwhelming sensation. But otherwise, in the 10th house, again, it means you could get on very well with your colleagues and superiors, and you could help them and they could help you. This could be very beneficial for you. We have two aspects from the Sun, the first on the 14th to the North Node. So this is good because this will stimulate the unconscious. This will bring you in touch with your feelings, and your intuition will increase. So you will know more instinctively what it is you want to do. And then if there are doors opening, again, you need to be aware of this and to look at them seriously. The other aspect is to the black moon. Now the black moon is slowly changing you, changing your outer personality, the part that everybody sees. It's been stripped away so that another layer of you can be exposed. Now this is good because it will allow you to focus on yourself for a while. Now this will be complete in 3 months when the sun makes a conjunction with the black moon in your sign. But until then, it's a good time to work with how you interact with others, what you show others, not only your external personality but your feelings as well. On the 17th, your ruler sends you a message. He makes contact with Uranus and says, expect the unexpected. That's because on the 18th we have a full moon. This is no normal full moon because there are a lot of other aspects that tie into this full moon. Now the full moon is in Virgo, so there's a desire to make changes and get things sorted and organised in a practical sense. But also it's in the 4th house. It's about the home and the family and that sort of area as well. There's a need to balance because the sun is in the 10th house of career, and you've had a lot of emphasis on that over the last couple of weeks, so now it is time to focus on the home. But there is other aspects, and the other aspects, part of those are forming a cradle. Now a cradle is formed by 3 sextiles and an opposition and 2 trines. Now the communication aspect of the sextiles and the talents of the trines all come together. So this is a bit like the mystic rectangle we had a few months ago. It highlights all your talents and your skills, and it's a good time to put them into use, especially in the areas of the cradle. And this is your work, your career. This is very much focused at the moment, so you've got to get that balance. Very important to get that balance. The cradle also says you want security around the home, and so this has got to be balanced with the work area as well. Now there are other aspects I'll tell you about in a second. As well as the balancing of the full moon, there's also the balancing of the nodes between the conscious and the unconscious that we spoke about earlier. So there's a lot to think about at this time. But we also have some other aspects that can help. The Sun-Pluto aspect will boost your confidence. But then we have a Neptune interaction with the North Node. This lasts for 2 weeks, and this will be very useful because this will put you in a good light with other people. This can make you more compassionate and understanding of others, and then obviously communicate better with them, and you can help them and they can help you. And this could be a very mutual, satisfying arrangement. But then also we have Venus. Venus is in there as well, and she's making 2 aspects. The first one is to Uranus. Now this could cause a bit of an upset because you'll want some excitement. Venus in that 9th house, so she wants a new adventure. So this could be something that you need to factor in as well. And then the other aspect is to Chiron. This makes you very popular. It makes you get on very well with other people. And again, this could be very beneficial for you. Mars then becomes quite active. On the 20th he makes an aspect to Chiron, as in your 11th house. So he's challenging you now to overcome any obstacles put in your way by friends or colleagues, and also any challenges in your beliefs. These need to be overcome as well. On the 21st he makes a square to Uranus, so this again will have a need for change. What Mars wants you to do here is he wants you to keep the internal changes going, keep the inner personality changes going, the inner you. This is where the big benefits will be gained, because Uranus is in that 12th house of the unconscious, so unconscious desires need to be worked on. You need to understand yourself, analyse yourself in that way, so you can make constant changes, keep updating yourself so that you avoid any major sudden upsets later on. Also, the Sun moves into Aries on the 21st, so this increases that Mars energy, that powerful driving energy that will help you to push forward. Between the 23rd and the 27th, Mercury is very active. Your ruler makes a conjunction with Neptune on the 23rd. Now Neptune's already in the middle of this aspect with the Moon's North Node, so Mercury will help here by aiding with communication, messages and signs to make sure that you're on the right track. Then on the 26th there's an aspect with Pluto. This will give you greater intensity and insight. Pluto's in that 8th house, so you'll be able to dig deep and find things under the surface that need your attention. And then the last one is to the Black Moon, and so you need to just, anything you find with this Pluto aspect, you need to then discuss and bring out in the open to make sure there's no misunderstandings. And then on the 10th he moves out of Pisces and into Aries. We said you need to speak up with the last aspect, but on the 28th Venus, who's in Aquarius and is already detached in that sign, comes up and makes a conjunction with Saturn. Now Saturn limits Venus. This is not one of her best aspects, so you may find it difficult expressing yourself under this. But on the 29th there's hope, because she moves out and makes a square aspect to the Moon's nose. Now this is a good time to speak out. So if you were unable to voice your opinions and things on the 28th, 29th will be a different day. And this is a time to get balanced, get things out in the open, make sure whether it's a conscious or an unconscious thing that you bring it to the surface, give it attention and then voice your opinions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the March review. Make sure you tune in next month, because April is the busiest month of the whole year astrologically. We have the major aspect of the year and also our first eclipse.